What's up, guys? It's your boy Ryan at Gear Fever. Today we're checking out the PRS Wind Through the Trees. PRS's venture into the world of guitar pedals is a welcome sight. The Wind Through the Trees is an almost onomatopoeia of a name because you can really get flanger whooshing tones from calm to creepy, like the wind whipping through the trees. This dueling flanger pedal comes with two blendable flangers, each with a dedicated manual depth and rate knob, plus a global Regen, highs, and dry wet knob. This is for the flanger fanatic and novice alike. This offers hours of fun. First of all, I want to say a huge shout out to PRS for sending this over. So stoked to get to bring you this demo and really check out the PRS pedal line for the first time. PRS is synonymous with, high quality guitars. They have placed themselves in the midst of the guitar giants, the Fenders and Gibsons and PRS. And this is their dual flanger. It's called the Wind Through the Trees Dual Analog Flanger. There's a ton of great stuff in here. One thing that some pedal companies do that I really like is actually in their manual, which is in the box, they give you a couple preset settings for you to go ahead and check out. The first sound clip in here comes straight out of the settings that they give you here, which are labeled Paul Reed Smith's favorite settings. So if you want to know how Paul Reed Smith himself likes to set his flanger, that's what that first clip looks like. These second settings here are a slow 80s style flange. Break down this pedal real quick. There are two flangers that you have access to in this pedal, which you can mix and match and blend with this LFO knob. There's a mix knob. You can either do the LFO1, the flange on the top, which has these three knobs, which is a manual depth and rate, which the manual is like a delay knob. Or you can switch all the way to the bottom flanger, which has the same three knobs, or you can blend them however you want. Put it straight up so you get an equal amount of both of them. And both sides have a global set of knobs over here. You've got a wet dry knob, so how much of your dry signal is coming through. You have an added highs, which I think is a really smart knob to put on here. One of my biggest gripes with flangers in general is they always sound dark. I feel like you lose some of the clarity of your guitar. I feel like I put a lot of effort into my dry guitar tone. If you have a high quality guitar and amp, you want to maintain as much of that tone as you can, and flangers seem to get rid of some of that. So having this added highs, I think, reintroduces the tone that you like about your rig back into your flange. And it also has this regeneration knob here, which essentially feeds the signal back into itself. So the tail end of the flange gets fed back into the flange. And that last clip was the third suggested setting in the manual, which is a swirly dual flange, great for strummed cords. I gotta be honest, I'm not a huge flanger guy in general, but usually when I plug into one, I think I could be a flanger guy. And this is easily one of the most subtle flangers that I have used, which I really appreciate. I think sometimes flangers are just so in your face and really intense of an effect that I tend to stay away from it, but this can really be dialed into a very sweet, very subtle, a more round flange, which I think is very usable in an effects loop, in a delay, or a wet signal. Or use this if you need a lot of texture, if you do swells. Plus, if you want to use the flanger for the effect itself, I think this one sounds really, really good. Today we are pairing the flanger with my Fender Telecaster. This is a made in Mexico one. A couple upgrades. The pickups are Lambertones Blondies and 920D wiring. Otherwise, this is completely stock. As always, we will twist all the knobs and flip all the switches to see what this can do. How we're going to do this is we're going to focus just on one flange at a time. So I'm going to roll the mix knob all the way to one side so it's just one flanger so you can hear what the flange sounds like on this. And then after we go through all the knobs, we'll start mixing in a second flange so you can see how what it sounds like when you blend flanges together. As always, please make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know what you like about this pedal or what you hate about this pedal. All of that helps me out. It's good stuff. My name is Ryan. This is Gear Fever. Good tones and good times. Let's dig in.